Welcome back to Sports Extra. Now joining us is sports expert Malik Usman Ahmad. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Well, Usman, a lot has happened. Israel's barbaric genocide of the Palestinians has not only been limited to civilian population, it has now gone beyond that. They've destroyed sporting infrastructure, sports facilities. Many athletes have, of course, been martyred as well. But this story that we've got of a young man, Muhammad Udar, who's now returning to train in Germany after finishing second in last overall in Tokyo. And we're talking about the World Athletics Championship. And I've been told that before this, he was training on the streets of Jericho in the West Bank, and his mother said that she doesn't want him to train because she feared he might lose his life. What kind of hope is this for so many Palestinian sports athletes?
See, the barbaric acts of Israel is not hidden from anybody whatsoever. Even if you close your eyes, you can hear the sounds of the crying babies, and you have seen what they have gone through, and there are no rules for the barbaric stuff that they are doing to not only athletes but even an infant as well. This story of the weather, Muhammad the weather, has been smashing one. He has been training on the streets of Jericho at the West Bank, and his mother actually wanted him to stay at home because the missiles that have been hitting 800 Palestinian athletes have not gone unheard of, and he could have been the other one, 801st one. So her mother was very much caring, just as mothers do, but he had his dreams. He wanted to represent Palestine. He wanted to show the world that what our Palestinian spirits are, what Palestinians are made up of, and that is what he has done. It is not about winning 800-meter gold medal in World Athletic Championship. It was the representing Palestine. That is what he did, and he had done it remarkably.
Well, he said something very interesting. I want all you to listen to this as well. He said, I need to send a message to the world. The children of Palestine, we have a lot of dreams. We have eyes, we have arms, we have muscles. While he was, of course, holding back tears, and he said that I am sorry to the people of Palestine. I can do it. I need just 2 more laps. While
obviously,
he was being questioned.
We all know the technology that goes into every sport now, more specifically the athletics. There are synthetic grounds on which you have to run, then you need spikes for that. And one athlete who gets spikes just 2 months before the meeting, and he starts running on those grounds, the synthetic grounds, just 2 months before, when he goes to Germany, you don't expect him to win. Everybody has dreams. Everybody wants to have fair play. The board should be fair enough for everybody. And then you have competition. This is not competition. You don't expect him to beat Wyoming, the Canadian who scored the gold medal in this race, and he set a new meet record as well, and his time was 1 minute 41 seconds, and this the weather's time was 1 minute 53 seconds. There is no competition whatsoever, but you have to look at the facilities. The one athlete has world-class facilities, the other is just living to survive. And if you ask about his dreams, he doesn't talk about his dreams. The dreams are talking about the next very day, because they don't even know that they would be alive the next very day. So I think it's a victory in itself, and representing Palestine on this world stage and going out and performing and doing a 1 minute 53 second. Obviously, this is not his personal best. His personal best is 149, and he wishes to go 146, and he's very young, and if he gets all the opportunities, why not? They have the genes of fighting. They have the fighting spirit. That is what we have seen from the people of Palestine.
But do you also, I believe this, I'm sure you'll agree, that world governing bodies of sports, particularly the IOC, has had double standards towards athletes, because we remember that Russia had been banned particularly, but nothing as of precedent was set for Israel, even by FIFA or by the IOC.
Now people have started to talk. I think it has to do with these kind of bodies, what India is doing in cricket, and that is very, very unfortunate. If you don't keep one standard for all and everybody, all and sundry, then it is going to create questions, and people will ask questions, and one day or the other, the voices will only increase. It's not going to go down, and then you have to answer, and when you don't answer, it shows your partiality, and that is not going to do world of good to the body itself. That is what happened to Russia, and there was a war with Ukraine. That was not massacre, there was a proper war, and whereas in Palestine it is massacre. I don't call this war. This is not a war.
It's genocide.
It is genocide, and it is human cleansing. It is human cleansing. Israel should be banned from every kind of sports, and I would like to congratulate the Spanish head, the premier, who said that if Israel is represented in the World Cup of football, we are going to quit it, and that is what it should be, and they should be taken to book, they should be taken to task, and people like this Palestinian athlete should be encouraged more and more, and Israel should be taken to task, and they should be told where their place is.
Nearly 800 Palestinian athletes, including sports officials, have been killed since the Gaza war, Usman. This means that a whole generation will be deprived of sports.
That is what we have been speaking in the previous programs as well. The Palestinian Pele, we spoke about him, how he was hit by a missile, because missiles don't differentiate between athletes, between women, infants, men, women, and that is what Israel is doing. They're just going after human cleansing, and they don't make any difference to whom they are going to kill. They just want to create damages, and they have been trying to break the spirit of Palestinian people, which is not happening whatsoever. And all in all, I think Palestinians have put up a good fight, and it is very high time now that the world has to speak up, and the world governing bodies have to speak up, that if you are not going to look into your acts, then we will have to act, and that is not going to be very merry.
Well, certainly. Usman, thank you very much for joining us and your analysis as well. I think the fact still remains that the world all over needs to come to at least one unified statement, and that is, of course, that Israel does not deserve a place on the Committee of Nations, let alone the sporting world as well, which has always been united against oppression, against acts of tyranny. And sporting personalities who have spoken up, including the war as well, who have been beacon of hope for Palestinians, especially Mo Salah, and then I think most of that credit to Moin Ali, and then the likes of Usman Khwaja. I think they have been true champions. And as Usman mentioned as well, you know, a couple of countries, and including now certain countries, including Canada, UK, every country that has now started to realize has to impress upon this illegal Israeli regime to stop their acts of genocide and massacre, especially against innocent civilians who make up for the future of Palestine in the sporting world as well. It's not just a loss for Palestinians, it's a loss for the sporting world all around the world. We're going to leave it at that. Do keep logging on to our digital media handles of Pakistan TV. We'll of course be bringing you all the latest updates from the world of sports in our further shows as well. From me and my entire team, it's goodbye for now.